It's why it all goes back to Randle. I know. Listen, we're glad we
Randle's
accept
another
your hate.
bozo, bro. I don't like him.
I have regained a soft spot for Mr. Julius Randle.
He has such a I don't know, man. I don't really get Knicks fans because it's like he has an attitude problem. Doesn't he like antagonize the fan base all the time?
Not anymore. No. That was literally one game.
Not anymore. That doesn't change that it was happening.
But like when I say not anymore, it was literally one game. Like one game he did the thumbs down in 2022. Like we're 2 years removed from that. He did is what I'm saying. He did. There's listen. I'm not going to turn this into like me trying to defend Julius Randle because I do admit that's the question. Like that is the question about the postseason. You want to talk about
his impact numbers are great. I mean, he's having another really good season.
Is he an all-star for you? I know you have two candidates in Jimmy and Bam, but if you had to pick 3 to 4 front court players, who else?
Probably. I liked Ernie Johnson's ballot. I forgot.
So he had Jaylen Brown, he had Randle, he had Bam, and he had Banchero.
Yeah, and
I don't get the Paolo thing, by the way.
So actually, no. The one I like was Kenny. Was it Ken? No, this is the West.
So Kenny didn't have Randle on.
Yeah, no. Kenny had Randle. And
no, it was Chuck and Shaq. Chuck and Shaq that didn't have Randle on.
Yeah, so they had Brunson for sure, Mitchell for sure, Maxey for sure, Brown for sure, Banchero for sure. Yeah, he's good, and he's had to do everything for them but
they don't do anything. Like you're being the best offensive player on a bad offensive team.
Yeah, but like they gave Derrick Rose an MVP for that, so it's like.
And you admit that's wrong, right?
I do.
Because LeBron should have won.
LeBron
so we should get it wrong again?
Or Dwight.
So we should get it wrong again.
I don't think that's Banchero's fault, though. I think that if you...
I'm not saying it's his fault, but...
I think if you put Banchero...
Is this a projection selection that we think he's going to be good one day?
I think blaming him for the offense being bad is like not fair. I think
But you're still then crediting him for it potentially being anything. And I don't think... if you're going to credit Orlando with anything, it should be a defensive
Randle
player.
For sure over Banchero.
Easily for me.
I haven't.
Banchero has RJ Barrett efficiency this season.
I've been put on the spot a little bit, so
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Because I don't want to misspeak.
Knicks fans. Yeah,
I mean, Randle has like the better impact metrics. I mean, like, you know,
I admit Randle's like I'm with people that like I don't know if I want to put a second Knick on the All-Star team, and the way he started the season,
which is I understand when people was like that's stupid, but like I do think that like people saying 4 Celtics was ridiculous.
If you put a third Celtic over a second Knick, I'd be like, you know what, the Celtics have been that good. I'd understand it. I don't think it should be Derek White. I would say Kristaps Porzingis.
It should be Porzingis, but
right. So like that's where I would go with it. I just don't get the Banchero thing that we're just like I've had to hear about RJ Barrett's efficiency and his impact stats his entire career. And I was never a defender of him, but like that's what we held against him. And in year 2, a guy with a sub 50 effective field goal percentage, Kyle Kuzma's points per shot attempt on cleaning the glass, and like a 0.5 EPM, and he's an all-star? Like that's why I'm like, are we doing this too early for Paolo?
Yeah, I mean 23, 7, 6, 23, 5 and 7. A lot of minutes. He's shooting 35% from 3. He's shooting 48% from 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, I don't feel too strongly about it. So I mean, yeah, you can have that one.
Okay, I'll take it. I get the Knicks win Game 6. There you go.
probably Brunson, Mitchell, Maxey, Bam, Brown. I'll give you Randle. How about we put both? Let's put Randle and Banchero.
Randle and Banchero, so they get the 2 wild card spots.
Yeah, I mean, does Trae Young deserve it? I don't know. I don't really think so. Hold on,
like 27 and 11 this year.
Usually what I like to look at as a tiebreaker is how does a team look when you're on and off the floor. So let's look at Paolo's.
I'll wait until you look for Banchero. Here, we'll do like live producing on the spot.
Okay,
I'll look up Trae Young. You look up Paolo Banchero. So we're both gonna look up everybody.
They're very good with Banchero off the floor. They're
right, like 11 points better, right? 9 per 100. There you go.
They're -3 with him on. Let's look at Trae Young. Let's go to Atlanta. Trae
is a -2.2, so it's like 9 points different, but still better with him
They're
off.
bad with him both on and off. The defense is somehow the same, which I think DeJounte Murray should be investigated for point shaving. And let's look at your beloved Julius Randle.
Julius Randle, here we go.
Let's see if you're okay. So Randle is a +6 on and a +3 off. So that's good. The offense
is a positive total.
That's interesting. Their offense is 10 points better per 100 possessions with him on.
He's like a good offensive player. Like the issue with me for Randle has always been like ever since that first fake COVID year that you're talking about, right? Since then, you haven't been able to really survive without a second creator on the court. And because he stopped hitting all those long twos, he's not shooting 40% from 3 in open gyms anymore.
Is Banchero a fraud? Did I just learn that Banchero's a fraud?
We kind of
I'm not gonna lie. I've been
that here at Knicks Film School. I hate to say
Jimmy
it.
have a better case of Banchero? Wait a second.
I actually do think he does. And
Wait a second.
Which is why I don't think that it should be as consensus as the TNT guys did last night with Banchero. I just don't. I'm not there yet.
I think for sure those other guys are. Should Derek White be an all-star over Banchero? My call.
I would put him there. I do think we're at the place with Banchero where we're projecting a bit, where we're saying in a couple years, all of these long twos that he's being forced to take in this offense, it's good experience because he's going to make them one day. Again, I didn't pick Kyle Kuzma on accident. They have identical points per shot attempts in the percentile.
That's interesting. Like I said, I've been so checked out on All-Star because I'm like, I guess Bam is going to get in. I don't think Jimmy should get in. I just think Jimmy's just, bro, I got to be honest with you. I just don't I don't like rewarding guys for not trying. And I just don't think that guy is
Jimmy.
Yeah. I just don't think he's gave it like a crap this year. And I forget I'm allowed to curse or not. So I haven't the whole show.
You're allowed.
He hasn't given a fuck all season, bro. And I'm like, if you don't give a fuck, you shouldn't get anything. And I don't like that because I think that like last year he was an all-star and he didn't get in because of the games played thing. He also didn't get in the fake COVID year. And I was like, bro, if we're going to do games played on a fucking COVID year, like that's ridiculous as well. So like he's been kind of fucked out of a couple all-star appearances. So it's like, if he gets in now, whatever, fine. Like you owe him one, but I would not put him. He's just not giving a shit this year. And I just don't think you should reward guys that don't give a shit. So
I think,
and I don't think he cares. And I think, to be honest, Andrew, he doesn't want to go. Didn't he say like, if I'm a reserve, I'm not going. I'm going to Argentina.
Yeah. I think what's fascinating about that is that's like if Knicks fans had to watch Jimmy Butler this season, like that's the thing that frustrates us the most with Randle is like the low effort possessions sometimes and the low effort games that you get.
You'd boo him.
Nick, he has been booed before. Yes.
Well, like you'd boo Jimmy. Miami doesn't boo.
Oh, you're saying we'd boo Jimmy? Yeah.
You know what's crazy? This city would never boo. We're not booers. We don't boo our own.
Really?
Yeah.
There were no boo birds last night?
No.
I tuned into to not hangover time, but the Heat beat last night. The
we
chat
was at an arena, like you know what I mean. Like we'll
so
make fun of them
as far
on
as an
Twitter.
arena, it would be anonymous.
Yeah. They're never. I've never. And listen. There's been some rough years. I mean, I was there when they won 15 games, and Pat Riley said he's going to fire himself. You know, I was there for that, and he did. One of my favorite quotes. Which, by the way, I believe the season before that, he traded Shaq after the same charity gala that he traded Lowry. That's the second time that man is working the phones at his charity gala and sends a dude away. What a mobster.
Get on Lowry for going to the charity gala, by the way.
Hey, he should get credit, man. I wouldn't have gone if I were him.
My last act with the Miami Heat is going to a charity gala where you were taking calls in order to move me to the Charlotte Hornets.
My goat.